Are you wondering what's going on with the real estate market in the Geneva Lakes area and what's to come? Well, let's dive into the metrics to help you better understand what they mean for both buyers and sellers in this current market. First, let's look at months of inventory, which is currently at 4.18 in Walworth County and 4.85 in the Geneva Lakes area. This metric represents how many months it would take to sell all the current listings on the market if no new listings were added. Both numbers indicate that we are indeed in a balanced market where demand has slowed to a normal pace, where buyers and sellers are on equal negotiating footing and have equal negotiating power. Overall, though, higher months of inventory is good for buyers as there are more options for you to choose from. For sellers, though, what this means is you'll have to realistically manage your expectations of what top dollar means to you. A seller's ability to get top dollar is all about timing. And while homes still continue to appreciate, top dollar is relative to what a buyer is willing to pay in times of scarcity versus in times of abundance. And while we're not in a time of abundance in terms of housing supply, we aren't as scarce as what we used to be. Fear of missing out was a very powerful motivator, but it's no longer at play. The median days on market indicate that demand has indeed slowed. In a seller's market, the days on market oscillated between about 40 to 60 days. Now, as you can see, it's oscillating between about 50 to 70 days, which indeed validates that we are in a balanced market as homes aren't selling as quickly as they once were. As of last month, the days on market in Walworth County were about 61, and in the Geneva Lakes area, it's about 67. This will slow even more as we head into the winter season, which is absolutely normal. This is good for buyers as longer time on market tends to soften prices. This is tough for sellers as they need to price their homes realistically and be patient as the median time it takes to sell a home is now around 2 months, give or take. The most in-demand price range for buyers in Walworth County is between $300,000 to $400,000. In the Geneva Lakes area, it's between $400,000 to $600,000. Now, the price range with the most amount of active listings in Walworth County, that's also between $300,000 to $400,000, and the Geneva Lakes area, it's between $300,000 to $650,000. As you can see, there are more listings for home in the higher price range across both Walworth County and the Geneva Lakes area than compared to 2023. So tons of buyers want homes in that $300,000 to $400,000 price range. So homes are in demand, but because it's a hot price point, more sellers are now jumping in thinking their home will sell quickly. Some of these homes end up sitting on the market a bit longer, even in that popular price range. Why do you ask? Well, if a home sits for more than the average time frame, it could be a combination of several things. Number one, conditions count. A lack of repairs and updates drive value down. Number two, price matters. Overpriced homes tend to lose value in a buyer's eye immediately. Number three, competition drives value. It's simple supply and demand. When the amount of options for buyer goes up, that means prices are ultimately driven down. Number four, last but not least, if you're not standing out, you're sitting out. Homes that stand out create perceived value. Blending in can mean sitting on the sidelines. The list to sold price percentage shows how close homes are selling to their original list price. In Walworth County, it's 94.1%. In the Geneva Lakes area, it's 91%, which indicates homes are selling within 10% of their asking price. This tells us that sellers across all price ranges need to be brutally honest about the condition, the uniqueness, and the value that your home offers and work with us to price your home accordingly. This is good for buyers as it validates how much negotiating power you actually have. The median price of homes sold in the Geneva Lakes and Walworth County area is both between the $400,000 and $450,000. However, the median list price for Walworth County is about $525,000, and in the Geneva Lakes area, it's $700,000. This highlights the price disparity between buyer demand and availability. Sellers around this price range, you're going to want to be patient and price your home realistically. Now let's talk about interest rates. Interestingly, the Feds cut the federal fund rate by 25 basis points on the heels of a presidential election. Likely, they did this to help the economy adjust to changes, especially with inflation already slowing and the change in the presidential administration. By lowering rates, it makes it cheaper to borrow money, which gives the economy a bit of a cushion while encouraging people and businesses to spend and invest during this period of transition. This is good in the short term. For buyers, it'll mean it's more affordable to finance your home. For sellers, it could mean the end or the loosening of the lock-in effect. But because there's still low inventory, it may drive home prices up yet again. Overall, these metrics suggest a competitive market for both buyers and sellers now and in the months to come. Buyers will need to be prepared to act fast and make strong offers when they find a well-priced and well-maintained home that's turnkey, but less so for homes that need a little bit of TLC. Sellers across all price ranges will benefit from pricing their homes more competitively to attract buyers. Buyers who pay top dollar demand turnkey properties. Those with homes that need more love will need to price your homes more realistically. All right, thanks for stopping by. Reach out with questions or comments, and I'll see you when it's time to buy or sell your next home.